it's gonna hurt a little bit, but I think everybody know that it's bad, but we still do it. I mean, there's no way around it. I'll explain a little more once we get into it. I know it's gonna be a good amount because everybody gonna be like, "Dang, why?" But we got to talk about a little bit of truth because my motto, man, is always gonna be we gonna live long and look good. So, any way for me to tell the truth on something, even though it's gonna suck at first, but we need to talk about it. We need to talk about it, man. So we're gonna ring it up. We're gonna discuss it, see what y'all views on it, and we go see if the people agree with us on it. So shout out to everybody again. Like I say, appreciate everybody for tuning in with us. Like, subscribe. Y'all in there right now, just hit a like. It's free. Even if you jump in, hit a like and then get up out of here. Just hit a like on there. Let the algorithm know this is a good podcast and a good live stream, man. Just let the people know. So we're going to jump into a little bit of fitness, a little health, man. A little bit of health. Let's go!
Alcohol is a brain toxin. Hi guys, this is Dr. Baker. I'm a board certified neurosurgeon, and this topic is very touchy topic. I know a lot of people drink alcohol. I personally have never had alcohol in my life, but in my field, I have not seen as much brain shrinkage that is disproportional to a person's aging process as I have seen in patients who drink alcohol. The brain itself shrinks as we age, but the degree of shrinkage is profoundly increased in patients who drink alcohol. Our skull stays constant, the size, but as we age, the brain shrinks, and the brain is held in position in relation to the skull with these smaller veins that tear and cause head bleed, and that is visibly higher in patients who drink alcohol.
Oh, so that's what my hangover is blood vessels tearing and brain shrinking.
Similar to something like that. And you see, this is something that's everybody love to do, but I think we fell far away from the effects of it, which is something that I would say at least 90. I think we're fair to say 99, almost 99% of people, or is that too much? 90% of people probably drink.
Yeah,
a lot of people drink. Let's just say a lot of people drink. Even if even the housewives with the wine, they overboard with the toxin too. We already know that. But I know it's not the healthiest thing to do, but a lot of people partake into it. And even as far as I don't want the Bible thumpers to come through there and say that even Christians they say they're not supposed to drink alcohol, even though a lot of them drink alcohol. But the problem is, even if you go that way, is you're allowed to drink, but the Bible says you're not supposed to become to drunkenness. So you're still able to drink, but you're not become that you can't operate correctly, and you can't even stand up. You can't move correctly. You ain't supposed to get to that point. So is it safe to say, or what are y'all thoughts on alcohol? Do you partake in it? Do you think that we need to slow down on it, or it's just a thing? You keep on going, and life keeps on moving. What's y'all thoughts on the alcohol?
Go ahead, Trey. You just came off the cruise.
Yes, sir. So I say, enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Know your limits, but to know your limits, you got to try your limits. What is your limit? And then push the boundaries. No, I'm playing. It is what I have done. But I'm gonna read this because I came across this a while ago, and when it's crazy. A lot of people don't consider alcohol a drug, but it is. And it's different. I personally don't smoke or pop pills or nothing like that, but I will take a drink every now and then. I'm gonna just read this real quick. It says alcohol weakens the connection with one's higher self by killing brain cells, both figuratively and allegorically, consuming you. not the other way around. Many are aware we already live inside an ancient religious cult who are schooled concerning the dark powers of alcohol. This cult is what popularizes it through the media. Government controls it to serve a very ancient and dark agenda. The word alcohol comes from the Arabic term al-kul, which means body-eating spirit, and is the source of the word ghoul. Alcohol lowers the body's circadian rhythm, which leaves you more susceptible to low vibrational entities, hence the irrational, more violent, more sexual, less logical tendencies associated with consumption.
Shout out to Ugly.
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, it's called spirits for a reason, and I had came across this because if you want me to be a part of your religion, I must know why. I must know things. I need answers, right? So I asked the pastors. I asked my uncle is a pastor. I had a conversation with him. Is why turn water to wine if we're not to drink? And the sin is not in drinking. The sin is in the addiction to drinking. And I got a lot of that. I'm sure a lot of us have seen or had that in the family, my family especially. They don't call wine wine, they call wine grapes. I need my grapes today. So as a kid, I thought you was talking about fruit, but you was actually talking about, wild Irish. um, so I had to put that weight on the pastor and stuff like, man, what's the problem? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm seeing y'all drinking. What's it's a contradiction, right? Like, so yeah, I do agree with this, but I do say moderate it because I do drink myself. I enjoy it, but I don't let myself get sloppy. And if I do, it's in good company.
4, 3, 2, yeah, go and chill, yeah. Man, y'all watching this video, man. You ain't subscribed yet? Man, you got about 5 more seconds to go and subscribe. I'm gonna finish up with this person right here, man. Hey, subscribe to this channel, man. We got work to do. All right, let's get back to it.
It's occasional, still not sloppy. Like I said, I know my limits. I push my limits, but to a certain limit, to a certain extent. I'm gonna make sure that I can get back to safe quarters. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking for interaction, and I think if you are going to be or become inebriated, you do need to have a higher connection with self to understand. Like, I am not to not act out. You know what I mean? To not act out, to not respond instantly to a lot of stuff. When you are intoxicated, you're more willing. You got that liquid courage in you. You're more willing. You're more willing to try stuff, do stuff, say stuff. So yeah, I definitely I like a good drink here and there, especially if it's on the occasion. But I ain't gonna wild out for the most part. Like, if I wild out, it's something that I would do sober. So you can see me standing on the table or a bar or something. That's normal activity for me. Versus, oh, he drunk. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I ain't acting out because of the liquid courage. I already got the courage in me to do whatever it is that I wanted to do. That's my take.
Yeah. Okay. So I got stories for days on alcohol.
Yeah.
And if y'all been following the podcast for a while, y'all know me. I'm a rehabilitated pothead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I just remember
That's good, man.
all through high school, my adolescent years. They be like, "Yo, weed kill your brain cells. Don't smoke weed." All the fucking commercials and shit. But weed never made me wake up in someone else's bathtub because I just couldn't make it home. That night. You know what I'm saying? Alcohol is really, like you touched on the trait. Alcohol takes you to a dark place. Like, y'all remember the days y'all used to be in the club and you done had your fill, You looking at the shawty like, damn, I might be willing to risk it all tonight. You look at the dude, you like, man, I want to hit him. I don't know why. I don't like that dude for some reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, it does take you to a dark place, and it's like, I don't know. I think the longer you go without alcohol, if adults like that drink alcohol regularly, if they went without it for like, let's say half a year or so, and they reintroduced it, they could feel how poisonous it is to your body. You know, I've been on a sober kick for like the last year or so. And I was telling G a couple weeks ago, like I went to a wedding. That's the first time I had alcohol since like months, and I was just fucked up, bro. Like not fucked up in a sense of I can't drive home or anything, but my immune system started getting to me. My throat started closing up. The seasons changing. We outside at the wedding, and it just like my body was just like, nah, this ain't it. So yep, I don't encourage alcohol use. I'm sophisticated now. I be in the house with my wine glass like Jay-Z with the do-rag on and shit. So and even that's periodically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Alcohol just not it. It takes you to a dark place. You be having conversations with your demons in first person and shit, and it ain't it.
Yeah,
Well,
I gotta say, for me, man, I never had no bad experience drinking alcohol.
Do
Like,
you drink?
I rarely drink. So
This nigga don't
don't
eat.
know.
He
I
don't
think-
drink. Like hair's bad.
Yo, hey,
like what is happening?
Nigga, I ain't.
I was telling you, I rarely drink. I'm a lightweight. I'll go ahead and admit it. I'm a lightweight.
Me too.
Like a glass of
I'm
wine,
not.
I'm feeling it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a super lightweight. But I would say I agree with a lot of stuff. Everybody, all the other points that was made. I think for me, I learned a lesson early with my uncle really dealing with alcoholism, and he sat down and he had a talk with me about it. And so I just respect my uncle so much that like I was like, okay, I get the message. And basically he was like, look, man, every day I gotta wake up, I gotta have a drink to function. Like, yo, you don't want to go down that path. And so, I probably was like 14, 15 years old, and it really came out the blue. And he ended up passing like a couple of months after that too. But that just always stuck with me. So I never, for real, I never even wanted to drink, to be honest. But curiosity got me, and I tried it, and I've been drunk, but I never been like the drunk where like I couldn't get home or anything like
Out your
that.
body.
You know what I'm saying? Like because I listen to my body for the most part. So I don't have no wild experience. Now you do get a little loose talking about certain things and things like that. I had to catch myself because I was about to get ready to say something crazy. But you can start saying stuff that normally your brain will filter and be like, no, you shouldn't say that, or you shouldn't say it in that way. That filter kind of gets blurred a little bit when you start drinking, and sometimes your vision get a little blurred a little bit too. So you gotta be a little careful.
Hey, fellas. Fellas, you see how Paul talking right now, man? Listen, I gotta know, man. What you be saying to ladies when you be getting drunk, man? You say you be slipping off the tuck, man. I can tell, what you be saying, man? What you be saying?
It's a song. Hey, everybody in the comment section.
Oh, you still here? You ain't subscribed yet? Hit that button, my man. Hit that button to subscribe.
Put the song that I'm talking about. But talk about like everybody in the room disappeared and it's just you and the lady. So you just think about like, yo, if it's just you and a lady you trying to holler at and ain't nobody around, some of the shit you might get off. You know what I'm saying? Like all right, I'll give you like an example or something. The cuss words start coming out a little bit easier, right? I'll be like, God damn, you look fucking good as shit. What the fuck you doing looking like this? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, and then you give them that look, like, yo, what you doing? Hold on, turn around, grab the hand, have them do the little twirl and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it get wild.
Dude, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. For some reason, I'm dangerous on like New Year's Eve because I'll wake up the next morning and I'm in girls' DMs I have no business DMs in, and I'm like liking pics from like 137 weeks ago and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me, bro? I'm not even attracted to this girl.
I
But
told you, the vision get a little blurry sometimes too, man. You gotta be careful on that stuff, yo. You
now
gotta be careful.
this is like blacked out nights where I don't remember doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's been times where I've been at functions with like my homies and their significant other, and then the next morning come and I have to like not directly, but ask them like, yo, did I say anything inappropriate to you last night or anything? Because I be wondering.
Right.
Like, that's why alcohol evil, man.
Look,
Evil.
I'm gonna tell y'all, the best is when your woman get a little tipsy though. Like
Yeah.
when
Yes.
she get right,
Yeah.
it's game over, y'all. This game, and look, your lady get right, y'all.
But you
Man, they
got
turn into animals.
but you got
It's scary.
you got to strike while the iron hot, because if you don't strike at the right time, they're going to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
Automatically.
yeah. They turn into animals, man.
Yeah.
God damn,
Yeah,
like,
you begin
I
to
mean, aggressive as hell. Woo.
scratched up, and damn.
Let me drink some water.
Hey, I got sip to that one.
Paul having
And look, and this is water. This is water in here, y'all. This is water. What you got, G?
Love it.
What you got to close us out? What you got to say about it?
Because I can say that.
It's a Oh, like I said, it's a social thing. I mean, I think we all know that it's something that ain't really too good for us that we drink it, but it's such a norm now that I don't think people care about it anymore. I'm gonna always say there's gonna be something bad for you because of course I'm gonna be the health guy. And I'm gonna have to be that voice of reason. I'm not no yes man. It's just how I am, man. That's how I think I'm one of the best friends out here. And y'all, if you're wrong, I think it's something you shouldn't be doing too much of or doing. I'm gonna be the one that's gonna tell you. I mean, we know we ain't supposed to be doing that a whole bunch. You know, it messing up with the liver. It's messing up, like you said, with our brain on the decisions that we make. Even deeper, if you people getting drunk and they having babies when they don't want to, they messing up their jobs in the morning when they want to, and the people that are not able to control their alcohol on that end. So there's always a positive and negatives to everything, but I think we've highlighted so much of the positive in the way it makes you feel that logically we know it's not good for us, but everybody has to live their own life. They move how they want to move, but I always want people to understand that it's a marathon. Your body is a marathon, man. You think you young and you a spring chicken and you getting drunk all the time and you partying and you just snapping back in the morning. You doing your thing, you jigging, you getting to work. After a while, that stuff, it catches up to you when you get older, man. Keep on rolling and rolling. You ever seen, if you've never been around some people got relatives and people have friends that you see when they get to that 50s and that 60s and they skin not looking as good. They can't move as well. They have to take so many pills. They got to do all that stuff. Not saying that alcohol was the number one thing, but it is one of the factors that deteriorates the inside of your body. So
Absolutely.
if you're gonna do it, you might as well. I mean, I can't stop you, but please, I would say try to eat a little bit better with it. Maybe do 1 to 2 drinks. Maybe you don't have to get drunk every single weekend. Like try to minimize it as much as you can. I would say, but again, you live your own life. I'm just a warning label, trying to help.
And
Yeah.
Taj made a good point in the comments. If you are gonna drink, however much you drink, make sure you drink plenty of water, like triple the water.
Yes.
If you're like
Yeah.
alcohol,
Yeah.
because alcohol dries you out, man. It dries
Absolutely. Hey, G, what's the function of the liver?
Function of the liver is it's kind of like I
filter.
would say close to like a filtration. Yeah, I was gonna say like a filtration system.
Mm-hmm.
Like almost like the brittle water joints. Like it's supposed to take whatever there and it captures all the toxins and everything. It tries to do its best to catch as many as it can. But when you add on that alcohol, it kind of dries up everything, and that the toxins from it's not able to filter it correctly. Not just
See?
alcohol, a whole bunch of food. So so that's why you try to get that water. He said like the water, try to help it. Try to help make things flow a little bit better.
Mm-hmm. So it's alcohol. Alcohol really affects your liver and your kidneys. And
Very
for it to
true.
affect your liver and kidneys, that means your filtration system is off. That means you're taking in more toxins than normal. You're more susceptible to more toxins. That also affects the white blood cells, which is your defense mechanism against these things. And it affects your kidneys because uh, once things filter, the kidneys is like for your hydration and everything. And I know for a fact when I learned more about the kidneys, uh, if you holding you got to use the bathroom. If you held it for a while, your kidneys get swollen, and it could really actually like press against your back and stuff. I used to wonder why like my back would hurt. It was because I was holding in, you
Mm.
know, I had to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
Well, you have to do that more often with alcohol. And it got to the point where like like this is uncomfortable, this is hurting. And if your it can make your liver shut down, it can make your kidney shut down. Now you're not able to release toxins or fight off toxins. So this is how alcoholism could really affect you negatively. And also for me personally, I do not want a crutch. So if you need alcohol to sustain everyday life, if you gotta every time you get off of work, you gotta have a beer, you gotta have a drink, you gotta have, what I'm saying, just to wind down, just to cool off, just to make it through, it becomes a crutch. Even if you're not considering yourself addicted because you don't got to get drunk, but you still got to have that buzz. You still got to get that feeling.
Yo, what's up, FMF Mob? What's good, yo? Hey, I want to thank y'all for all the subscribers that we got. We clicked over 100 subscribers, but we looking, man, we need more support. So y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button at the bottom. Make sure you like the videos and keep showing us support. Y'all take care.
I don't want a crutch, and I don't encourage others to have a crutch. Like, and I've seen firsthand what alcoholism can do to a person, to a family, to a community, to a lot of things. Uh, I've seen the negative effects, and me and my wife both got it in our family heavy. Uh, I
Me too.
know when I became an adult or on the cups of adulthood, that was one of the things I wanted to be able to do. Well, I'm almost to the age where I could legally drink. I could drink. I could drink. I could drink. I could go to a bar. I could do more social activities and whatnot. And it's like, yeah, that's cool or whatever. But even before then, I drunk the most in my adolescence because I couldn't easily access it. So anytime I found it or go to somebody's house and their parents got alcohol, I'm sneaking a drink and stuff. Like it was more interesting to do something that I knew I wasn't supposed to do than doing something that I could easily do. I say that to say, look out for the teenagers. A lot of a lot of
And I was looking out for the
My bad,
teenagers.
y'all.
Go get them and get them.
we have a lot of the I know for me in high school I seen a lot of where they would put like a balled up car in the front of the house in the front yard of the high school, and it would show like this came from a drinking and driving accident. So it's like you don't realize like you losing bodily control and bodily function. Your depth perception is slower, you move slower, you react slower. So like drinking and driving is dangerous because your reaction time, like you ain't push those brakes, you ain't slow up off the gas, and you didn't even notice that you didn't. So it becomes very dangerous to do stuff like that. Um, if you are going to have a drink, please create the habitat where it's safe. Do not drink and drive. Not condoning that. Do not drink and drive. Um, don't drink and operate any type of motor vehicle because you could be at work on a forklift and fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do it. Be smart about it. And the last point I'm gonna make is anytime something is illegal and then they make it legal is because they only want it legal so they can capitalize on it. Okay, we had prohibition for a reason. And now you look at marijuana, it was the same process. Once you learn how to capitalize on it, oh no, we're gonna spread this throughout the whole country. You know what I'm saying? But that's where we got the term bootlegging from, because you used to have to make it yourself and then, sell it, black market that thing. So just paying attention to stuff like that, I'm like, why is alcohol so easily accessible, especially in impoverished neighborhoods? Every alcohol, all of them is near more impoverished neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? And I start seeing the setup, I start seeing the play, and I'm not going to be a part of it. So yeah, that's why I really like backed away from alcohol. But I do have a high tolerance. I was drinking like 15 drinks a day on where I just came from. But again, that's on occasion. You know what I'm saying? We have
How many
a high
days you was
tolerance.
drinking 15 drinks a day, bro?
5.
Detox,
Hey,
man. Get on
I
that.
definitely did a
damn.
detox.
Get on
Definitely
steps
did a
tomorrow, bro.
detox. Definitely did a
15
detox when I
drinks,
got back.
5 days.
Getting my
God.
I
water
mean, but
in.
Trey a bigger dude, so the more mass you got on you, the more you can.
Yeah, but still though, 15 drinks. That's
Yeah,
wild,
that's
yo.
wild. I know. Yeah.
I told you I got stories, man.
They said I'm trying to get on this cruise and not remember nothing.
Yeah.
I
Oh
know my
man.
limits.
But that's what's up, man. We got we
Everybody
got
got to do that, man.
we got G loading up the next video, but for the last words, we're gonna pass it to our health expert. G, what's your last words as far as this topic? And being healthy and drinking responsibly.
Um, as far as in my field, it depends on your I would say your goals. For me to be an athlete of my caliber, the way I have to move, and being in the health realm, I mean, for the most part, if you don't look the part, you ain't gonna be able to sell. So for me to keep my body a certain way, I can't drink as much. I ain't gonna even hold you. Especially with me getting up in age. I'm already getting to a point with father time. Testosterone was already going down a little bit lower by the day now, and going into the 30s and mid 30s. So alcohol is just it usually lowers down your testosterone more in the beer because of the hops. So I cut out beer completely. I don't even touch beer. But if I do drink every once in a while some wine, if I'm at an event or somewhere I got to go with the lady, then I may grab a little drink so I can be able to be cordial with everybody and not seem like the weird guy that just don't just want to drink water all the time. It's all about presentation when it comes to certain things like that. But as far as the health way, it does sometimes. Yeah, it affects the testosterone. It affects your holds on to the fat. We already talked about it goes into the liver, all types of organs. So I keep it simple, man. You can do your own research. I'm cutting dry with it. You know what it is. If you wanna do it, you want to do it. Depends on what type of lifestyle you want to live.
Mm-hmm.
I got
And
you. I
even if
got you.
you,
Yo, hey, I'm that weirdo that be like, no, I'm not drinking. I don't drink.
that's what I was about to say. Even if you are in a social setting,
Yeah.
I got this from 50 Cent. He said he stopped drinking, but it was always a social setting where like everybody's drinking. So he would pretend he's drinking champagne, but really it's ginger ale.
That's a
Look, hey, I definitely done did the like put it to. Hold on.
And don't drink. And
Yeah. I
don't
caught
drink.
myself.
you caught yourself, Paul. Good
I
job.
caught myself. I caught
Yeah,
myself.
yeah,
I
that's good.
definitely
That was crazy. That was
act like I
crazy.
was
I was
drinking
about
a
to,
drink. I caught myself,
yeah.
yo.
Think so.
I act like I was drinking a
All right.
drink, and I wasn't drinking a drink.